Inner peace is closely related to care for ecology and for the common good because, lived out authentically, it is reflected in a balanced lifestyle together with a capacity for wonder, which takes us to a deeper understanding of life. Hi, I'm Mary Frohlich, and I'm a professor of spirituality here at Catholic Theological Union. In this paragraph from Laudato Si, Pope Francis begins by asking what an adequate understanding of spirituality is. Sometimes spirituality is presented as if the inner and the outer aspects of our lives, our contemplative journey and our journey of active involvement in various kinds of communities, are somehow opposed to one another. But Pope Francis presents a very different view. He says that we'll never find inner fulfillment or inner peace apart from active participation in efforts to live peacefully and harmoniously within the whole community of creation. This reminds me of one of my favorite essays by the great theologian Karl Rahner, who wrote that the history of the saints shows us that the more deeply a person lives an intimate inner communion with God in contemplation, the more profoundly that person will be involved in creating widening circles of community on the interpersonal and social levels. So inner depth and outer active participation actually increase together, not inversely, as has sometimes been thought. When Pope Francis says inner peace is closely related to care for ecology and for the common good, he deepens that insight in a remarkable way. First, he spells out how the community with which we are integrally involved is not only the social community of relationships with other human beings, but also the ecological community of relationships with all the beings of creation. Francis articulates the balance between inner and outer relations as a radical mutuality, so that the peace of creation is our peace, and our peace is the peace of creation. One can't exist without the other. We human beings have no other path to our longed-for inner peace except that of coming to know and love and participate in the growth of peace in the whole community of creation. In Laudato Si, I hear an echo of the ancient patristic teaching that human persons who fully accept the coming of God into human life actually participate in the incarnation of divine peace in the whole cosmos. It is not only that we must find our inner peace in the community of creation, but also that creation must find its inner peace in us. This is why contemplation really matters, not only for ourselves, but even for the fulfillment of God's intentions for the cosmos. The journey of contemplative growth isn't merely a private practice, nor is it an escape from the strife of the world. It's our way of participating in giving birth to the peace of God in the whole cosmos. But we have to begin, of course, by participating in peace within our own local habitat and our own neighborhood. Another part of the paragraph that we're reflecting on identifies some of the elements that foster the growth of this peace as a balanced lifestyle, a capacity for wonder, and a willingness to listen deeply to the natural world that surrounds us. Pope Francis observes how countercultural these are, since they require turning away from the constant noise and distraction and anxious posturing that shape so much of our ordinary daily lives in the 21st century. The payoff, he says in the next line of this paragraph, is that only then will we become able to hear the words of love that nature is speaking to us. With this phrase, words of love, the Pope invites us to befriend nature and to let ourselves be befriended by nature. A friendship can begin with something as simple as taking time to be with and to care about the well-being of a tree or an animal or a forest or a river. As with any relationship, befriending nature will take time, and it won't always be easy. Laudato Si proposes to us, though, that this truly is a central aspect of the way to peace at all levels, inner and outer, personal, and even cosmic.
This has been a presentation of Catholic Theological Union. For additional videos and podcasts, or to learn more, please visit www.ctu.edu or visit learn.ctu.edu.